Hello, bad lighting again here, and as you may have noticed, I made a surprise return to YouTube the other day. But that's not what we're talking about. I want to get that out of the way very quickly here. I'm not claiming a return to YouTube. I'm not claiming anything else. I just have, I don't know. I've been playing games. I've been recording. I have friends that are doing YouTube or that are attempting to do YouTube. Shout out to Lewis. And I just feel like I want to post again. So that's what I'm going to try to do. No guarantees, no nothing like that before. No promise of anything. And for those of you that want to unsubscribe because it's not going to be Dolphins content solely, that's all you. For those of you guys who have stayed around, I do appreciate it. But this is going to be mostly Dolphins content whenever I do post, and then just other things. Like I have a Valorant game that I played the other night that was insane, and I might post it as a full video just because of how crazy it was and how much fun it was, instead of doing a cut like I did for the other one, which was about 4 games that I cut up. So yeah, but we're here today. I'm gonna listen, man. When I want to post, I'll post, and that's how I'm gonna do this. If I get the love for it again, I get the love for it again, and we'll keep it going, and we'll keep it motherfucking churning. But first of all, hello. I got laundry. I gotta make my bed. I apologize. It's a different scenic background. You got the heat on, the heat polo on, if you guys can see it right there. Yeah. And then of course the Gators background, the tapestry or whatever you can call it. And if you haven't noticed, your boy got a nice upgrade to the Shure SM7B with a cloud lifter and the Focusrite 2i2 third generation. So we out here. For those of you guys who don't know, I'll detail stuff that I'm doing right now, and make sure to please follow me on Twitter, because that's the best way to ever get in touch with me at all. But we're here today to talk about the fact that the Dolphins depth chart was released, and one of the most interesting things I feel from the depth chart, which a lot of people have been talking about, but like again, just the most interesting thing that's been happening, or that's I guess news, is the fact that Mike Gesicki is second in the depth chart behind Durham Smythe, which I wouldn't necessarily say it's alarming, but it's a little bit interesting, don't you think? I mean, last year, Mike Gesicki comes onto the scene, has one of his second best, obviously, his best year that he's had in his second year as a pro, and then now he's second in the depth chart behind Durham Smythe, which I think a lot of us thought of as kind of like a glorified blocking tight end / fullback type of thing, and now Durham Smythe is starting. I think it's interesting, although I think that it's going to end up being Mike Gesicki and Durham Smythe kind of sharing the roles. But as Barry Jackson had reported and talked about earlier, shout out Barry Jackson, the Miami Herald, Durham Smythe has been kind of one of those guys that they've liked a lot during camp, one of those guys that they've coveted a lot during camp, and so it's someone who they feel very good with having in there. And then, of course, you have to remember, this is just the week 1 starting depth chart. Things can change once we get into the actual starting situations on Sunday. We still have 6 more days until the NFL season begins for the Dolphins, 3 more so when it begins just in general. So it's going to be it's a completely different landscape. It's a completely different way of thinking. We're in a very brand new scenario that we've never had before. And then of course with the NFL, things change every day, things change every week. So you could see Mike Gesicki trot out and start instead of Durham Smythe when it comes to Sunday. But I think that that's something that Dolphins fans are very interested in, just because we saw a lot of Mike Gesicki do very well last season. But apparently Chan Gailey, again, this is through the Barry Jackson report on the Miami Herald, is very fond of Durham Smythe. And so that should, help him in the long run. The other thing that I think is very interesting that's happened so far, Isaiah Ford, 3rd/4th on the depth chart with Jakeem Grant. Of course, Lynn Bowden, I mean, he hasn't been here. He needs to get, through stuff, and he is a 3rd-round pick rookie that we acquired from Oakland, essentially for, I think, about, when you break it all down, Raekwon in a 6, I believe. No, but it's interesting because, that's essentially what the deal was for Lynn Bowden. They wanted him to do running back when he was there in Oakland. He is more of a slot wide receiver, and he'll probably be that for the Dolphins. Adds a lot of speed, of course, Antonio Callaway. Mac Hollins still on the roster, of course, made the final 53, but I think most of us are assuming that once Antonio Callaway's 3-game suspension is done by week 4, you probably see Mac Hollins get cut and Antonio Callaway come on. Antonio Callaway, one of those guys with just a ton of potential, a very, very talented wide receiver in his 3rd year out of UF. He's only 23 years old. He did have some good stats for the Browns. Really, the biggest thing was just, got to stay off the weed. But now it's a different situation. It's a new NFL, so there's things that you kind of you can kind of just leave by, and things that you don't have to necessarily, I guess, be so serious with in a way, if that's the best way to put it. But those are two things I guess that jumped out. I would say the Tua and the Fitzpatrick thing. I think we all know Ryan Fitzpatrick was going to start week 1 no matter what. That situation was always going to be that. And then Tua, he'll probably get his start sometime during the year. If not, then we'll have to wait a year to see what he can do, or maybe there's a game where we're getting stomped. Hopefully not, of course. And he gets his shine. But it's the Ryan Fitzpatrick show right now, and I think a lot of fans, a lot of us, let me know down in the comments if you feel the same way as I do. I feel a lot different about this season than I have in multiple seasons prior, and even last season, of course. But with a new energy, a new feel, a new excitement that I didn't even feel when I was excited about Adam Gase, and I predicted they would go 10-6 in his first year. Still my most viewed video with like 10 or 12K views. Thank you to everyone for that, by the way. But it's just a different level of excitement, a different level of feeling right now in I guess Dolphins world and Dolphins fandom. But I'm ready. I'm happy that the Dolphins are going to start playing again. I'm just happy that the NFL is back, man. I'm excited. And again, I'm just going to hope that I can continue to produce videos. I've been playing a lot of Valorant, Among Us, and Fall Guys with my friends, and it's kind of got me in the mood to want to post again. But I feel like because I was burnt out before and I had that long pause where I didn't post for a while, and then I attempted to come back before the draft, it was kind of like I need, and I said that before, but I just need I needed to like just not worry about anything and post because I want to post. And you know, I'm doing a lot. Just so you guys, if you want to follow me anywhere, if I ever go MIA, which I'm going to try, like my goal is for this week, you're seeing this video Monday night. I'm recording it Monday night. I expect you to see a video tomorrow, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, and Sunday after the game. That is my hope. That is what I'm going to strive for. If I get that done, if I can do a game this entire, or a video Monday through Friday and Sunday this week, I can guarantee you that means I'm back, and I can guarantee you that means I will be frequently posting again, and it won't be any bullshit that happens. But again, if you want to, I mean, look, follow me on Twitter. I'm about to graduate finally, college senior year. What else, dude? I have podcasts for PFN. I do a Dolphins podcast. I am a intern for Florida Memorial University in their sports information department, so the athletics. I write for SFMN for FIU. That's the South Florida Media Network, and I'm going to be writing about the Dolphins twice a week, Monday and Friday. The same thing that I did last year. So I'm doing a lot. Just because I'm not on YouTube doesn't mean I'm not posting. And for like the 30 of you that stick around all the time, even though there's technically 960 or something of so that are still around, I thank you. And I apologize for consistently being average over the past year and a half. And again, if I can get through and post this entire week off of just the fact that I love it and I want to post, then that means that I am 100% back, and I'll be enjoying it, and I'll be enjoying getting off of work and recording a video for that day or the next day, or recording one before. So here's to hope, and I'll see you guys next time. As always, peace.